outside. Ooh, it's thundering. So ever since I was little, I've always been really goal-oriented. And I don't know if that's like a personality thing or just going off of... I was in honors classes and I was part of a gifted talented program, so substitute teachers would always say, you know, if the class was misbehaving or something, you guys are honors students, you should be different. And I think that's resonated with me for a long time. And I think it's proved to have sort of anxiety for me, or produce a sort of anxiety for me. And it all comes down to lack of planning. There's this vicious cycle that I've actually drawn out, where basically I have a lack of planning, so that leads to stuff not getting done. And then stuff isn't getting done, so I'm sad about stuff not getting done, probably due to my fear of failure. And then that goes to procrastination, because I don't want to get stuff done because it's uncomfortable for me to get stuff done, even though I know I'm supposed to get that stuff done. And then it goes back to that lack of planning. Now, out of that comes lethargy or anxiety, or my personal favorite, the big grand gesture to try and fix my life in one day. That works for a little bit, but then inevitable stress comes, and that just brings me right back to lack of planning. It's actually really pretty out here. Now, I don't know if that's just me. I'm hoping that it's not just me. But a question I've been asking myself is, do I care too much, or do I not care enough? And I think it can be both. When it comes to schoolwork, I'm so eager to please, and I'm so eager to get good grades, not only for myself, but because of just being told all my life that I'm smart and I need to get good grades. I care a lot about school, and I care a lot about my performance. But other things, like doing the dishes or laundry, I find myself not really caring about because they're not a priority. In the spectrum of giving a shit versus not giving a shit, you want to be right in the middle between constipation and diarrhea, let me tell you. So, how do we fix this? We probably can't. But, we do have things that we can do to kind of help the situation, and that's what I also want to talk about today. My first solution is having a why. Then I find it really helpful to actually write out my whys. For example, why do I want to do this task? What benefit is it giving me or giving someone else? And I like to write that out either before or after prioritizing. There's some stuff that you know you need to do because it's an obligation. But then there's other stuff like doing household chores or going to the gym where you often need external reasons. Some whys I like to write are, I will feel better when it's done. If I finish this task or if I complete this task, I will be one step closer to becoming the person that I want to be. Another reason is once you finish your task, you'll be able to have fun without guilt. I find myself going on YouTube and checking email or watching an episode of a TV show I've already seen 10 times if I'm avoiding schoolwork. A tip my mom gave me, actually, is to pair something you do like with something that you don't like. If you have to do laundry, for example, I always like to listen to podcasts when I do laundry so that I can listen to what I'm doing. I don't have to watch anything, so I'm not going to be extremely distracted. But it makes the act of doing laundry, knowing that I get to listen to a podcast, enjoyable. And I also like to light a candle every once in a while. Some of my favorite podcasts are the Achieve Your Goals podcast by Hal Elrod, the Can I Pet Your Dog podcast, one of my favorites, and then the Bad with Money podcast, and I'll put links to those in the description box down below. I have a Spotify premium membership, So I just listen to them on there. And here's sort of the reason why I titled the video this way. I thought of this video title while I was doing laundry, and there's a popular book that I'm sure you've heard of called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, and I read probably 3/4 of that book, and so I've implemented her folding technique into my laundry, and it's so easy to just throw your clothes into a drawer or just have a pile of clothes that are clean. But if you actually take the time and the care and the intention to say, I deserve to have a nice space. I want to have something that is nice and makes me feel good and nourishes my soul, then I totally think that you should do it. So for me, that is actually taking the time to fold my clothes correctly, or in a way that I like. And my last point that I want to talk about today is giving yourself grace for when you're not doing the things. Some weeks are just hard and stuff comes up where it's out of your control. And I know that I talked about it in a previous video, but shit happens. It does. And so you can't beat yourself up for not being perfect all the time. And that's something that I have to tell myself constantly. One of the things that I like to do every day are affirmations. And one of my favorite affirmations is, I give up perfect for being authentic. So do what you can because you care about it. But don't do it if you're going to physically harm yourself or put yourself in a state of overwhelm, because that's just not cool. I think that is all I wanted to say today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch any of my other videos or videos in the VEDA playlist, I will link that down below, and it will also be on the screen. And please subscribe to my music channel and this channel if you haven't already. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave a comment below telling me about the last time you did chores or something else. Or just comment below telling me your favorite ways to help yourself do the stuff that you need to do. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.